A good look at the home of the Tigers, Comerica Park here in Detroit. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Tampa Bay Rays. Need to watch go at each other, and it's all coming up next. Anibal Sanchez gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, H?
Matt, the last 3 games been a bit of a struggle, and you wonder why. Well, you look at the base runners. He's allowing a lot of traffic on the bases, and so for that, I look at one number, his whip. It's over 1.5. He's got to get that down if he wants a chance to win games.
Stepping in, Corey Dickerson,
leading off,
and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Left fielder, number 10.
And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. Harold, these Tigers, as they begin play here today, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Well, Matt, you talk about an uphill battle and bad timing. You're playing poorly, and you turn around on the schedule, and look who you're facing. You're facing their best pitcher. You're facing the ace. It's going to take a full team effort, and you're going to need a little luck in this one to win it.
The 0-2 now from Sanchez. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. Another 0-2 home. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Fry will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1. And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. HR, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, for me in this game, it comes down to runners in scoring position. If you're able to pick up the runners in scoring position, clearly you're going to score runs, right? But there's many ways to do it. Just hit that ground ball up the middle when they're playing back with the runner on third, and before you know it, you've added on, and now you've allowed your pitcher to pitch his game. That's all they need to do.
Ben Zobrist comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Had some rain here late last night, but no thunderstorms in the forecast today. Game time temperature 89 degrees. The windup and the 0-1. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Well, Matt, Joey Mack's been pretty good. He's a standard, basic umpire. Doesn't miss a whole lot. At the end of the day, though, he's pretty ordinary.
Zobrist awaiting the 2-1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play.
Well, they got him in the rocking chair right now. A little changeup, followed up with the fastball, and he's a little late with that swing. I may go back with another changeup.
Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Martin takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the 2nd out.
Batting third.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
In is the 3rd baseman, Evan Longoria, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. First chance for him here in the top of the 1st with nobody on. Longoria waiting on the 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Well, the batter singles on a sinker that just did not sink. Now, if this pitcher continues to keep that sinker up, it's going to be a quick game for him. He's got to get his sinker down if he wants to be around later in the innings.
Here's Will Myers. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting. First pitch on its way. A called strike on the inside corner. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
A high fastball is in there.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Rays strand just the 1. And now the Tigers will get their first opportunity here. No score. David Price, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, we're watching a guy who's the reigning champion of the Cy Young in the American League last year. He's the American League Cy Young Award winner. That speaks volumes to his stuff and how he gets himself ready for games. He's always prepared. Lineups are afraid of him. And regardless he's having a good outing or not, the stuff carries. So I want to see him have a good outing today.
Stepping up to the plate, Craig Martin. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. Shoots this one over to first. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Well, this is the recipe they want. Their pitcher comes out, throws a scoreless top of the first, and then you get a leadoff single to start the bottom of the inning. Good start.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Matt, they're on one of those hot streaks. I mean, everything is going right for them. They're playing great baseball right now. I mean, timely hitting, the bullpen's coming through, and it looks like they're rested.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Dickerson ranging back. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, this offense is eager to see Miguel Cabrera return to form. Looking at the last game, it was 0 for 3, but it was the way he went about that 0 for 3. He didn't look very aggressive, and actually he looked kind of lost to me. I'm wanting to see a different player in that batter's box today.
Digging in now, Miguel Cabrera. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Well, they've really shut him down this series. No hits in the series, and they've done a great job of executing their pitches. They found his weaknesses and stayed with it.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
The 1-1 from Price. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. This is popped up. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Didn't try to do too much with it. 2 strikes on him. He just fights it off and flips it into right field.
Center fielder, Austin Jackson.
Settling in now, Austin Jackson. Currently with the 3rd best home run total on the ball club. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball one.
Matt, in last night's game, this is the situation right here. They didn't do a very good job driving guys in with runners in scoring position. Right here, you got a guy in scoring position. You got to capitalize and drive in. If you swung at a bad pitch last night, get a good pitch to drive right here.
Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Now at the plate, Mike Fry. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play. He's set. Here it comes. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
Softly hit out towards short, and this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. Tigers get 1 here on 2 hits in the inning. We'll move on to the second inning here at Comerica Park. It's the Tigers 1, the Rays nothing. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race.
Asdrubal Cabrera.
Into the windup and the pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Sanchez readying the 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Manning has it, and he makes the throw to first. Cabrera is retired, and there's 1 away.
Let's take a look at the Tigers defense. Brought to you by Majestic. In this day and age, when teams are moving all over the positional, you don't see the shift applied very often to this club.
Here's big Ryan Howard now. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. First offering on its way. A called strike over the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Smoke toward the hole. Kinsler's there for it. On to first, and the shift pays off there as Howard is retired for the second out.
Batting 7th, second baseman Logan Forsythe.
Striding in, Logan Forsythe. On the year, he's hitting at exactly a .310 clip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Back up the middle. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. They're down 1-0. Nick Castellanos now comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Third baseman Nick Castellanos.
Now the first pitch here from Price. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
0-1.
Price ready with the 0-1. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
0-2 is the count.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Kiermaier, and that's the first out of the inning.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Rays. And I'm looking down there at the steady third baseman, Evan Longoria. This guy has been so steady at third since the day he broke into the big leagues. You don't want to hit it his way, particularly when he's playing in Tampa. He just eats it up on that carpet.
Now to the plate, Tyler Collins. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. And Longoria's got it for out number 2.
Batting 8th, catcher Charlie Manning.
Now at the plate, Charlie Manning. The average on the year for him is just shy of .310 entering action in this one. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Too high. 1-2.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here he comes again. 1-2. And that jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate.
That is the 4th foul ball of this AB right here. He's seeing a lot of pitches.
And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. The 2-2 one more time. Now here's a swing and yet another pop up toward the left side of the diamond. And Zobrist will make the catch, and that'll be that. Down in order go the Tigers. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. A shot there at the Motor City and Windsor, Ontario, just across the river, as we welcome you back to Comerica Park. Matt Vasgersian back with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac as Kevin Kiermaier settles in to start the inning. Back at it is Sanchez as he moves ahead of the leadoff man here. 0-1. The pitch. And he lays off for ball 1.
Well, that ball's high as a strike in the zone can go, but umpires don't like to reward pitchers on that one. They want to make you get the ball down, so he called it a ball. Throw it down, you'll get the strike.
And now a pitch on the way. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. So with one gone now, let's take a look at the Rays' upcoming schedule for the week to follow, as we'll be here bringing you every game, every step of the way. Here's John Jaso now. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line, and no one will track it down. The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Kinsler's got it. On to first, and Sanchez has got it working now. There are two away.
The left fielder, number 10, Corey Dickerson.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Corey Dickerson. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Fry is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3. It remains 1-0. At the plate, Arturo Velasquez. He'll be the one to lead it off against David Price here in the inning.
Arturo Velasquez.
Into the windup and the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The 0-1 on its way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hot shot on the ground to short, taken in by Zobrist, and a rather easy first out. And with one away, time for a check of the standings as you see where the Rays stand in the American League East. Ready for another chance, Craig Martin. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
The difference maker in this outing than others is the two-seamer. He's doing whatever he wants to do with that ball. It's moving all over the place.
And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. Now the 0-2 from Price. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
He's been looking really good. Another hit, another multi-hit game. This hot streak has been really fun to watch him perform.
Ian Kinsler.
Striding in once again, Ian Kinsler. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the belt, the pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. Runners on first with one down. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Another one sent foul.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Digging in to try it again, Miguel Cabrera. He singled his last time up. Price pauses. Here's the first pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
1-0 count. Here it is. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. A runner on first with 2 away. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Dickerson is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete. Tigers are out in front, 1-0. Here's Ben Zobrist now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Ben Zobrist.
Here it comes. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 1-1 now to Zobrist. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Jackson is under it. 1 away.
The third baseman, number 3, Evan Longoria.
Digging in for his second at bat, Evan Longoria. First pitch coming now from Sanchez. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Dribbled up the line. Foul ball, strike 2. The 0-2 now from Sanchez. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
I like the call for the 2-strike changeup, but you got to make a better pitch. He got away with one right there.
And no offer that time from Longoria. It's back to 2-2 now. Here's the pitch. To short, hit hard. Scooped up on the backhand. On to first.
I love the effort on the play right there. The jump throw from the shortstop just didn't get to first base on time.
Will Myers.
Digging in, Will Myers. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Myers awaiting the 1-0. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last two pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Boy, Matt, we're watching him have great success on that exploding fastball at the top of the zone. And I'm telling you right now, you can't catch up to that. It looks great to you coming in, but you have to get your bat in the position to get on top of it. And it's just too hard to do all those things and think you're going to square it up.
Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Runner at first here, one man out. Ripped down the first base line, and no shot there for Cabrera. It's a fair ball, and they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
He just smoked this ball right down the line. Take a look here. Hard to tell if it was fair or foul in real time, but you can see it flies right over the bag. Ump was all over it and made a great call.
And there's ball four now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Here's big Ryan Howard now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch. Changeup, a little bit inside, 1-0.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Sanchez readying the 1-1 on the ground for Kinsler. This could be 2. One there, relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Now the first pitch here from Price. Back to work now is Price as he gets ahead to start the inning. It's strike one. Here it comes. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. And the pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Dickerson's there, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder Mike Fry.
Digging in, Mike Fry. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. He's through first and hustling for second. Around second now and headed for third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it. Nick Castellanos now.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the ball game for the Tigers. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. This is line to left, and that'll get down out there. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 2-0 ball game, and he's safe.
Now batting, designated hitter, Tyler Collins.
Into the box now, Tyler Collins, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He popped out in his first trip. The 0-1 pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2.
That's a great pitch right there. A fastball low and away right on the knees on the corner. That's why you get a late swing right there. Really impressive.
And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving forward.
Hold on now, that ball is down and could score a run. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Well, that's a line drive single, but the runner's not going to score. Now remember, with less than 2 outs, he had to freeze. Hit it a little bit too hard at the wrong guy. He'll take the hit, but no RBI.
Into the box, Charlie Manning, as he puts it on the ground to third. The tag by Jaso's there, and he is out at home plate.
That could be a tough read for the runner at third because your first instinct is to take off for home on a ground ball. But when it's right at the corner infielder like that, it doesn't take a whole lot to nail you at the plate.
In now, Arturo Velasquez, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hit out towards second. Forsythe has it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Tigers get 1 on this swing of the bat from Nick Castellanos. We're through 4, and it's now 2-0 Tigers. Into the box, Logan Forsythe
Leading off for the
comes
Rays,
into this at bat 0 for
second
1 in the
baseman,
ball game.
Logan Forsythe.
First pitch of the at bat on its way, and he'll try to crowd him there to start the at bat. It's 1-0. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Squared that one up just a little late. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Velasquez on the move, but it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
That is what every hitting coach in the game teaches you to do. Don't ever try and do too much with a pitch. Just use the whole field and go with a pitch wherever you can. Rule double.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier, as the first pitch misses to him. It's ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
One and one, here it is. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. No one out with a runner at second. And he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 28, John.
Striding
Jaso.
into the box, John Jaso. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. Long throw to third. Digging in once again, Corey Dickerson. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
That's a good pitch right there. Now he's ahead in the count. You got the hitter back on his heels a little bit. Even though it's a tough situation, you know you're going to have to use all your pitches to pitch out of it.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. There's one. On to Cabrera at first. It's a twin killing, and the side is retired. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Digging in and looking for more, Craig Martin.
Leading off
Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Craig
Into the windup
Martin.
and the pitch. And he just misses with a curveball.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. At third, Longoria. And he'll go to second here. One away.
The batter, number 3, second baseman, Ian
Here's the
Kinsler.
second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
And the changeup is way low that time. Here's Price now on 1-0. Softly hit to the left side. And plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there
The
are
first
2
baseman,
down.
Number 24, Miguel Cabrera.
The first baseman, Miguel Cabrera, stands in. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Price into his motion. First pitch on its way. Grounded back up the middle. Zobrist has it. And the throw is too strong as it's over the head of Howard.
Wow, I know
The center fielder,
shortstops
number
have the
14,
reputation for being flashy, and I think he was trying to show off his cannon of an arm on that one. But the cannon was a little too powerful, and the ball sails way over the first baseman's head. He did get a lot behind the throw, though.
Ready for another shot now. Austin Jackson. He hit a sac fly earlier. He's set, and the pitch. Ripped on the ground to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. Tigers leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Here's Ben Zobrist now. No hits in
Leading
2
off for
trips
Tampa
to the
Bay.
plate for him in the ball game.
Shortstop.
Some action out in the
Ben
bullpen.
Zobrist.
Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And now a pitch on the way. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
Well, they're still in this game. You know, if they can get somebody on, a broken bat, a blooper, a bunt, and then go for the big ball, they can get something going. But they've got to start with getting somebody on base. This offense needs a base runner and get things happening. Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there. And now we're late in the game, and he continues to pound the outside pitch. And it's really working out for him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
1-2. Here it comes. Sent out to straightaway center field. Jackson is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 3, Evan Longoria.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Into the windup and the pitch. Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball 1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Now the Tigers have some action in the bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Sanchez coming up on pitch number 71 so far. Slapped hard the opposite way. Velasquez is there. 2 down.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Here's Will Myers. As he lifts it in the air to right field. Moving under it, Velasquez. And that retires the side. Down in order go the Rays. They trail it here 2-0. Digging in and looking for more, Mike
Leading
Fry.
off for the Tigers.
He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Mike Fry.
Now the pitch. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. Slice down the left side, but foul. On the ground up the middle. And he'll turn and try the jump throw to first. Throw got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Stepping in now, Nick Castellanos. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Price ready with the 0-1. Outside for a ball. 1-1. The 1-1 from Price. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. 1 out, nobody on. And another foul ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now Price misses here on 2-2, and he runs it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
This is a really good at-bat. This is the kind that you go back to the dugout, regardless of the outcome, they go, great AB, man, great AB.
Boy, and he just won't go away as he fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate.
That was the 5th foul ball in this at-bat. He's seen a lot of pitches.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Standing in now, Tyler Collins. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2. Price is ready. Here it is on 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Kiermaier's got a read on it. And that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. But they're on top 2-0. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. We're through the first 6 innings with the Tigers on top, and before we start the 7th, let's take a look at our game summary. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Into the windup and the pitch. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out.
The first baseman, number
Stepping
6,
in and ready for
Ryan
another
Howard.
shot, Ryan Howard. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Now Howard waits on the 1-0. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
What a great adjustment. The high fastball in the first one didn't have a good release point. The next one he's able to put it on the corner, correcting himself as the at-bat goes on. I love it.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
I love how aggressive he is. He's just attacking the zone with the fastball. Here it is. Now he's at 1-2 count, and really he can go anywhere he wants now.
And Howard will wisely lay off that one as it's back to 2-2 now. Here it comes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Fry sprinting after it. 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Logan Forsythe.
Striding in once again, Logan Forsythe. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. And it looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw in the Tiger bullpen. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1.
He's putting together a nice outing so far. It always helps when you get ahead in the count.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a line drive. And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So the top of the 7th isn't over yet after the 2-out base hit. It's like magic or something. He's given up a boatload of hits, but they haven't been able to chase a runner home.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
Ready for another chance? Kevin Kiermaier. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Two out with the man at first. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
2-0 count, and the pitch. A cold strike on the inside corner. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only one strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Don't want to forget about him. He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game. One left for Tampa. They're down 2-0.
7th inning stretch.
Ready once again, Charlie Manning. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point.
Charlie Manning
takes this the other way to right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference, so double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
Into the box, Arturo Velasquez. As Price starts him with a strike, it's 0-1. 0-for-2 from him so far in this one. Price ready with the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
He's in a tough spot right now, 0-2. This is one of those at-bats. You look back and you go, I got to get the man over. But now 0-2, you just got to try to make contact now.
Nope. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
This is where a strikeout pitcher has such a big advantage. Runner on second and no outs is definitely a strikeout situation in order to keep that runner from getting to third with less than 2 outs. When you can do it, it changes the whole strategy of the inning. Even a ground ball to the right side makes this a lot more dangerous situation.
Craig Martin is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, that's another first pitch strike right there. Now he's over 70% so far in this game. First pitch strike to hitters. That's why he's deep in the game right now.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Out of play.
That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a breaking ball, comes back with the fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know how to adjust. He's kind of caught in between. You got him set up perfectly.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate he just fouled it off.
The next 0-2. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1.
And that ball's not intentional. That was not even a fastball. Relax, relax now, people. I know we get excited when the ball's up and in.
Now Price is 1-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
He swings and grounds it to short.
Zobrist is there, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. One left for Detroit, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Ready for another shot now. John Jaso. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
John Jaso.
Deoner Navarro is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Deoner Navarro.
Takes a knee-high fastball. That batting average up in the stratosphere here to begin play. 9 homers and 34 driven in. Left field and deep. Fry ranging back, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Digging in once again, Corey Dickerson. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
Matt Joyce will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Joyce.
Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, shortstop, Ben Zobrist.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Look, Matt, he's done a nice job getting those first 2 outs. I mean, look, this is a good hitting team. And now you got the 2-hitter coming to the middle of the order. But you can limit the damage by getting those first 2 outs. I think he's limited the damage so far this inning.
Sent on the ground out to second. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. We'll see Miguel Cabrera leading off when we get Tigers lead this one 2-0. Deoner Navarro will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Catching, number 30, Deoner Navarro.
Matt Joyce will stay in the ball game now and take over in left field. Trent Sanchez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Sanchez.
Settling in now, Miguel Cabrera. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the eighth.
Cabrera.
And that's in there for strike one.
Well, he got that first pitch, got him looking right there. With a star hitter like this guy, it is always good to get ahead in the count.
He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. And he will get there to make the running catch as that ball hung up just a little bit too long.
Number 14, Austin Jackson.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball taken right down the middle.
Matt, that ball's right down the middle. It looked like he wasn't even going to offer at it. Some guys don't mind taking the first pitch, and they even feel comfortable when they're down 0-1.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Skied into straightaway right. Myers is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, left fielder, Mike Fry.
Digging in now, Mike Fry. Here comes the first pitch. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. And a whiff at a good slider that time. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. That was a curveball that never really broke, stayed high. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Kiermaier's got a read on it, and that ends the inning. When we come back, Evan Longoria will start things off. It's the Tigers 2, the Rays nothing. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Well, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Called strike 2.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
A dive, and he knocks it down. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
Well, it's getting late in the game. You look for anything to get the rally started. Right there, an infield single. They'll take it and try to build from it moving forward.
Now here comes the Tigers skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it appears that'll be all for Anibal Sanchez. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one. Sean Pack takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Sean Pack.
Here's Will Myers, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And a neck-high fastball that time. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Velasquez racing back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. Longoria rounds third and is digging for the plate, but no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third. But he slams on the brakes now as he'll retreat back to first, content with a single.
Cabrera.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. One-0 count. Here it is. That's lifted the other way out to left. Fry is after it. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third, as this should get him on the board. And the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Here's big Ryan Howard now. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Trey Barnett will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Trey Barnett.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Here it comes, 1-0. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3. 3-0 count. Here it comes. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Now batting, second baseman, Logan Forsythe.
Digging in, Logan Forsythe. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Velasquez waits on it. 2 gone.
Now batting, center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
So stepping in, Kevin Kiermaier, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And that's going to do it as the catch is made, and the Tigers have put an end to their 4-game slide as this ball game is over.
Well, baseball is a game of streak teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1 the final score this afternoon. Anibal Sanchez earns win number 7 on the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. David Price pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Sean Pack hammers down the save, his 17th on the year. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Rays, 1 run, 8 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. The winning pitcher is Anibal Sanchez. His record is now 7-4. The loss goes to David Price. Just his first loss of the season. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 41 minutes. A reminder that for travel through downtown Detroit, pick up the People Mover train outside the stadium at the Grand Circus Park Station, located just beyond the right field gate on Witherell Avenue.